Alright, welcome back, and here is the fourth deck of the Goatless Goat decks that I'm doing. So this one, of course, as you can see, is based on warriors. Now, this is kind of based on the warrior structure deck that came out. Little did I know when I was making this deck, apparently that deck came after Goat, whatever came after Goat format. And I couldn't include the boss monster from that one, so I'm like, darn it. However, I did put in 4 cards. It's 4 equipped cards. Kind of like, okay, well, later in the future, these cards were going to come out, so I'm going to put them here in case anyone wants to like change them. But as I'm thinking them as goat as possible, then that's where you're going to see like, man, why would you go with this? It's like, that's the reason why. I think there's only one deck that I made that breaks the goat format, because there is just cards that I was like, I've always wanted to make a deck like this. Okay, spoilers, it's the Dark Magician deck, but we're gonna get there later. Alright, so without further ado, this is my warrior deck. Now, funny thing about the warrior deck, once again, as you guys have seen, no Blackluster Soldiers, no scapegoats. Alright, so the odd thing about this deck is like it barely has any tribute monsters. There was a bunch of warrior monsters, and the reason I made this deck is because this monster is so cool to me. It's like, like I always wanted to make a deck that kind of like runs them. So as you've been seeing, usually I run 3 copies of my favorite card from that deck, and voila, here you go, 3 copies of Free the Matchless General. If you guys don't know what this is basically a walking Rhoda, reinforcement of the army. So it, no magic cards can affect it, and instead of drawing, you get to pick a 4-star warrior from your deck to your hand, so that's pretty handy. So that's it, Read the Matchless General. And now let's go with what's really good about warriors back in Go format, the level 4-star monsters. So first of all, Goblin Attack Force was the strongest level 4-star monster at the time, so this was dangerous, right? Because even if it turns in defense mode, you have a strong monster, you just summon this and bam, just get rid of it. And then you just turn into defense mode. Really good card, so I wanted to run 3 to be that annoying. Okay. And next monster is Ninja Grandmaster Sasuke, or however you Sasuke, right? We've all watched Naruto, whatever. So this card always looks so freaking cool to me, and so I was thinking, damn, this is a face-up version, right? If this card attacks a face-up defense position monster, yeah. I was thinking if this goes against the freaking zombie types, it's screwed because of Spirit Reaper. So I was like, I gotta have at least one of these guys to get rid of those pesky Spirit Reapers. Next up, DD Assailant, another card I didn't get my hands on when Goat format was around, and now with the new the new packs that are coming out, I forget. I'm doing all these videos on the same day, so I forgot like the Bonanza and the Stampede. There we go. So I love this rarity, so I bought it in this rarity. That's how it's going. And now, not just 1, but 3 copies of Blade Knight. This card is fantastic. You have 1 card, it can get 2,000 attack points, it can negate flip effects, If I had Blackluster, it's a light target, but we're not running that, so yeah, we go Blade Knight. And next up, another DD Warrior. DD Warrior Lady. Sorry. Damn it, spoilers. Excellent card. If you get attacked, you attack, you banish it. It's a really good card honestly, for any deck at that time. Then another card, Don Salud. I remember I recently watched GX for the first time. I didn't know he was actually in the show. This card can be very nasty. I remember one of my friends went for this card, and he used it on a duel with me, and we were playing banned decks at the time, so I had cards like Harpy's Feather Duster, which I know it's not banned now, but back then it was. And this stupid card, he kept attacking me, and I was like, okay, send the top 2 cards from the deck to the graveyard every single time, and I lost my Blackluster Soldier, Harpy's Feather Duster, Raigeki, like with just this one. And every time I would draw into something, it was useless. And the 2 cards that he would remove, they were useful. And like, I'll never forget it. So just for that duel, I mean, I always wanted this card too. But just for that duel, you get a spot on this deck. All right, another card I really enjoyed, even though people don't use it on formats, is the Obnoxious Celtic Guardian. And with the equipped cards, I was thinking, man, I can be annoying, because if I could get this attack higher than 1900, then it's not going to get destroyed by battle. So only 1. obnoxious Celtic Guardian. Now, another card that I really enjoyed was Command Knight. As you're seeing, this is like a tin box deck as well. So Command Knight is very handy as well, 1900 defense points. But when you summon it, every single warrior gains 400 attack points. That is super handy. So this is also a 1600 beater. As you can see, you can summon Obnoxious Celtic Guardian. You can, if you have like Goblin Attack Force, that could be very dangerous when this card's on the field. So 3 of these cards. And then one of the most valuable and useful warriors. I was gonna say of all times, but I haven't played all of Yu-Gi-Oh! So, but even at the time, it's like Marauding Captain. You can literally summon this card and summon another card. So this is fantastic for XYZ summon. Oh, we don't have XYZ. I don't know why I said that. But I love this card. Basically helping yourself special summon is fantastic. I love it. So 2 copies are available. So I ran 2 copies. And then lastly, another handy card. And that time is Exile Force. So it's just a tribute to you summon it, target 1 monster, and destroy it. A very good card. So now let's go to the magic cards. You have your Drop Hour, Graceful Charity, Pot of Greed. I just realized this is not Secret Rare. How dare I? Then we have your board wipes, Lightning Vortex, Heavy Storm. Oh wait, I think I didn't go with the Secret Rares. I guess they're so expensive. Never mind. Not for these decks, right? I'm not gonna be wasting all that so much money. And then we have Snatch Steal, Premature Burial. So there you have your 6 staple magic cards. Now, of course, you can't go without Reinforcements of the Army. So with 2 of these cards, very good. Just add 1 level 4 Aurora monster from your deck to your hand. And now here we go. What I was talking about, the structure deck. So I was thinking of making it with Build for the Legend, but it wasn't available. You know, so I was like, you know what? I'm still gonna put the equip cards just for anyone who wants to like put it on the side on the deck or anything. So 1 copy of Axe of Despair. You know, again, I didn't want to go with United We Stand and Mage Power. I think those are really broken. Like you summon a card, you put that, you can do so much damage. That was kind of like also limiting the equip cards. So I went with Axe of Despair, it's 1,000 points. That's really good. Then I didn't know this card existed, but I kind of like a faint memory in my mind. It's like, oh wait, there's a card, yeah. Sword of Dragon Soul. It's only for warriors, so welcome to the party. It's secret rare. It is not United We Stand and Mage Power, so I went with this card. And it gives you, how much does it give? 700 attack points, so that's pretty good. Then I have Fusion Sword Murasame Blade. I remember someone told me this card was pretty good, right? It can only equip 1 monsters. It's 100 attack points. Oh, and this card cannot be destroyed by effects that destroy magic cards. So very good. And then lastly, to kind of fight off the water monsters, you have Lightning Blade. It's another really, 800 attack points is very good. And all water monsters lose 500 attack points, so it'll be very good against that deck. Now lastly, we have the trap cards. Mirror Force, Torrential Tribute, Ring of Destruction, Heavy Cylinder, Ceasefire, Call of the Haunted, Magic Gamut, and 7 Tools of the Bandit. That completes the 40 card deck. Now for the extra deck, the side deck, the extra cards. I also know there were other tribute warrior monsters that I wanted to play. So Buster Blader, because there's also a dragon deck around, right? There's actually 2. There's another dragon deck coming up. So I was like, I have to play Buster Blader in case I have to fight, Tyrant Dragon or, the other legendary dragon that we're gonna see in another video. Alright. Swift Gaia, another tin box card. I've never used it. I love the artwork. I was like, you know what? Put it in the freaking, even if it's on the side deck, just put it, because I always wanted to use this card. I mean, it's so cool, right? And another, there's one more. I think there's 1 or 2 more, yeah. Another monster that I've always wanted to just have and just use is Silent Swordsman level 5. I love how it looks, I love the effect. It's a 1 tribute monster, very good. The Fiend Mega Cyber, just a special summon another monster, very strong monster. I love this card. It was Cyber Dragon before Cyber Dragon. And then lastly, for face down defense position monsters, I was thinking of going with Sasuke Samurai, but I was like, nah, this one's like a little bit better, I guess. It's not, why? Because it's like 900 attack. And I saw people were using this one, so why not? Yeah, let's go with this one. Another card that looks pretty cool, but I never got to use. And now for the magic cards, well, very similar to the other decks. Delinquent Duo, Double Mana Crossout, Build of Moon, Mystical Space, Creature Swap, and for... Oh, what the heck? What is this? What is this? Who is organizing these cards? There we go. All right. Phoenix Wind Blast, Wing Wind Blast, Sakuretsu Armor, Compulsory Evacuation Device, Widespread Ruin, and Raigeki Break. So these are the cards for the Warrior deck. You're seeing, oh, that's why I'm going fast on the Magic cards, because like they're all repeated basically. So then the whole idea is like to have a similar fair advantage, kind of a fair advantage, right? I think the most fair thing you could do is like a mirror deck, right? But I wanted to keep it like as close as possible, but also have, you know, be different, diverse with you know, the themes of the deck. So there you have it. That's my Warrior deck, and I'm also like excited to use this because there's so many Warrior cards that I've always wanted to, you know, I just wanted to make a Warrior deck. That's about it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.